What's up, everybody? Professional wrestler Chris Wild back with another video on Eagles news now. Not much news concerning the Eagles this past week. Now, there is some huge question marks still to be filled on that Eagles roster. We talked about defensive end. We've talked about running back. And now, because ESPN put out an article putting what available free agents would fit best with certain teams, it brings up the linebacker issue that the Eagles have. Now, our linebacking core is unexperienced, young, but very fast. Drafting Davion Taylor in the 3rd round, I think he's going to be great. They also picked up Jatavius Brown from the Chargers. We'll see what he can be there. Probably more of a special teams linebacker. TJ Edwards is still here, as well as Nate Gary. And I mean, there's like I said, there's just a lot of concern and question marks when it comes. Duke Riley, also another guy that's still here, but a lot of question mark going into the linebacker position. An interesting name that ESPN brought up was Mark Barron, formerly of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He played with the Steelers last year, played 15 games, and was released by the Steelers in March. For his career, he's got 710 total tackles, 12 sacks, 9 interceptions, 40 pass deflections, and 5 forced fumbles. Now look, the guy does not have what the other Eagle linebackers have, and that's speed. However, he's a good coverage linebacker. He was actually drafted by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2012. He was the 7th pick in that draft, and they drafted him as a strong safety. Obviously, he made the transition to linebacker. Now he is 30 years old, just turning 30, 6'2", 235 pounds. I think he would fit in well here. Again, it'd be a veteran presence to bring into this group. Another name that's been being thrown around is Nigel Bradham, possibly coming back on a better deal. We'll have to see on that. However, ESPN just throwing out there that Mark Barron might fit in well with the Eagles, as he's still a free agent. Now, look, guys, some other names that ESPN did not talk about. Alec Ogletree is still out there. You can probably get him cheap. Now, Clay Matthews at 34 years old could come in as a situational linebacker. Again, kind of maybe as an on-the-field coach for this group of guys. And, it might not fit with what the Eagles are trying to do on defense, because at 34 years old, he is slow. Another name that came up that's interesting. Now, look, it depends on his legal issues, but Michael Kendricks, maybe he's still a free agent. To see him come back here, he's 29 years old, would be interesting. Monte Teo, the guy has injury issues and isn't that great to begin with, but he's another linebacker that is a free agent, guys. Obviously, the Eagles are going to have to bring in somebody. I just don't see him going into the season with the crop of guys that they have now. I've heard a lot of good things about Jatavius Brown. We'll see. He reminds me of L.J. Fort from last year, who ended up becoming a starter for a really good Baltimore Ravens defense. However, Jim Schwartz just didn't know how to use him, or maybe they didn't like him. But he has signed on with the Ravens. But yeah, we'll see what Jatavius Brown could do. Duke Riley, we know he's more of a special teams guy. Nate Gary is really just off and on for me. And I do like TJ Edwards. And some are saying he's going to have a breakout year for year 2 of his career. An unsigned free agent, guys. Another one that came in here and played well down the stretch for the Eagles. But look, in the NFL, linebackers just not, let's be honest, it's not as valued as it used to be. Obviously, we made our secondary a hell of a lot better this year with bringing in Darius Slay, with bringing in, big shout out to the slot god Nickel Roby-Coleman, who made an appearance on this channel. Check out that video. And Will Parks, who is one of the most underrated safeties I think you'll find in the NFL. I think the secondary is way better than it was last year. And the defensive line, I think, is going to be really good this year too, and I don't think they're done there. But linebacker, ESPN says Mark Barron would be great here. We'll see, guys. Hopefully something happens in the next couple days. I would love to, and I am waiting to do that deep dive on the schedule until this Eagles roster becomes complete. And I feel like they're just a couple big moves away from being a really, really great defense this year, guys. So that's all for now. Kind of a quick video. But yeah, ESPN says that Mark Barron could be a good fit here. What do you guys think? Leave your comments. I'd love to read and respond to them. As always, like, share, and subscribe as we get closer to 1K, hopefully before the season starts. Thanks again, everybody. Go Birds, and I'll see you later.
E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles! E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles!
I need Eagle Nation to stand